Libra, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a 2025 recap. We're going to do a 9-card spread. First 3 cards will be 2025, middle 3 cards will be current energies, final 3 cards will be the next sort of 5 weeks. Let's see if there's any redirection we need to look at or anything like that. We'll look at the positives, the negatives as your advised next steps, and yep, you can watch this for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 7th house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. All information's in the description box. Cross watches, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. Right. Libra. Libra, there's a message for somebody. If you keep getting frequent kidney infections, there's an energy vampire siphoning. That was very, very loud in your pre-shuffle. So pay attention. Okay, let's see. Libra 2025. Okay. Okay. The gifts are coming, and that doesn't mean to say that there's no gifts already in play. Something is getting really, and again, back to the kidneys. You guys rule the kidneys, so you know water fasting or anything like that can really be helpful. But your sacrifice is going to pay off for something, whatever that means, and your. Okay, I want the Tower to come out. Current energies. Okay. And potential outcome. Okay. Tower's not come out, which is unfortunate. We have the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Star card. There you go. Okay. So the Tower was representing turning up the heat in your life. I just wanted heat. And when I say that, I mean in the sense of pursuing goals with ambition, seeking out adventure, embracing challenges, which is what's mainly the focus here. The center of your spread is the 3 of Swords. Above it, pursuing goals, you know, new seeking out on adventures, and below it, embracing challenges. So there's this need for turning up the heat is your message. 2025, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Hangman. 2025 has been like this weird energy of waiting for something. Waiting for others, waiting for situations, waiting for work, waiting for mastery. You know, the whole idea of mastery is precision, dedication, and determination. And I think you've been doing that, but there's an elegy of frustration that you're not seeing the results that you want. But the sacrifice is coming. If you think this is hanging on the tree, this is, I don't know, this could be the apple hitting Newton's head. This could be the Buddha getting his realization from whatever it is. And I feel like you've been waiting. The 3 cups could represent 3 times you've done something. Waiting for the... I always say with the 4 of Cups, it's like 72-hour water fast. You know, 24 hours, 48, 72. Then the real sort of autophagy really kicks in. It could be something like, doesn't have to be anything to do with your health. However, the Sun in Virgo, the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo rules health and your daily habits. But there's this thing here, it keeps kind of... It's like your sacrifice has turned you into forgetting how to maybe have joy, possibly. It's kind of reminding me, and somebody else had a reference to Only Fools and Horses last week, or the week before. Could have been Aquarius. Who this time next year Rod knew were going to be millionaires. It was Aquarius. However, fellow air sign. However, this one in particular scene in Only Fools and Horses, for those of you unfamiliar, it was a comedy in the UK in the 80s and 90s, and they lose Grandpa, and the brother Rodney's like, how could you be like that last night? You were drinking, having fun and laughing to Del Boy, and Del Boy doesn't know how to do any different. He's been the strong one all his life, that he doesn't know how to feel. He doesn't know how to let the emotions come. Otherwise, if he goes, then everybody's screwed, that type of thing. So there's something here that's going on with you where it's like you feel like you have to be the tree in some format. Can't move, can't sway, got to be the balance for everybody. You rule 7th house of relationships. You're the scales. I've got to sacrifice, I've got to be at work, I've got to sacrifice, I've got to be at work. And there's this kind of balance that's going off here, and it's knocking you out of sync a little bit. Like I say, centre of your spread, 3 of Swords. So there's a lot of pain and frustration here, but there's a need for adventure, and there's a need to embrace challenges, hence why, like I said, turning up the heat in your life. The outcome of the rest of the year is the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the King of Swords. Now, air and earth together is very, very grounding. But the combination here, if you're going to bring a link between the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords, it's Capricorn. Now, Capricorn rules your 4th house, the family, the home, the past, secrets, the ancestral line. It's not easy to take responsibility to heal those aspects of things. But so I'm kind of thinking that the 3 of Wands here, this kind of card of adventure and making bigger plans and putting the emphasis on the sun, on Aries, the sun in your 7th house, bringing joy to that area. But there's this hidden aspect of the devil here, because this Queen of Pentacles, 2 parts Capricorn, 1 part shadow, Sagittarius. King of Swords, 2 parts Aquarius, 1 part shadow, Capricorn. So the two combined there's a hidden aspect of Capricorn. And again, you don't have to have Capricorn placements, but it's represented by the devil. So I just want to see what the devil's up to. Devil's with the 5 of Cups and the Page of Wands. And there's that 3 of Cups that you're staring at. There's a very toxic energy, and I kind of feel like it's okay, how interesting. How very interesting indeed. I was reading something about... let me find it. It was about energy vampires. But there's something in particular. Here we go. It's a website called Your Tango by Anne Cosse, Cosse. 4 worst types of energy vampires in your life. The Intimidator gets others' energy by threatening either verbally, physically, oppressing, imposing, and even beating up people. Fear empties the kidneys, where we stock our vital energy. The Intimidator triggers fear and then just has to collect the energy that leaks violently and completely from his victim. Doesn't have to be a he, it's just how it's written. This is it, especially with that child, and this is subconscious by children, but especially with that Page of Wands. The Interrogator gets others' energy by questioning everything all the time. Children subconsciously use that technique. Adults use it out of excessive curiosity and jealousy to find the flaws and better belittle or criticize. That mechanism empties the earth element, which is the stomach and the spleen, which regulates self-confidence, the gallbladder meridian, focus, imagination, reflection, and the heart meridian, interaction with others, because personal boundaries are violated. You've got an interrogator in your life. And I think when you recognise what this is, or perhaps if this is something that you do, maybe put awareness to something, so okay, I can see that now, and then your relationships will be better for it. But there's something here that's allowing you to heal on an emotional, mental and physical level once you see this at play. How fascinating, yeah? Okay, so I want to see where the Ace of Cups is that's getting offered here. And I want to see where the Emperor is. Yeah, Temperance, Justice is you guys, and you're with the Four of Pentacles, the Sun in Capricorn, and the Temperance energy. Again, finding balance, finding alchemy. Emperors with the Six of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, emotional maturity. You need to look at where you feel calm with people. And this doesn't have to be an Emperor type of energy. It doesn't have to be male. There's something here. Could be a father figure back when we're looking into childhood. But there's something connected with childhood. It's connected with energies that control in some format. So pay attention to those, because you're repeating the pattern here. And the Ace, the gift, is with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You don't see it coming, but it's coming. Okay? Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Win-win outcome is forecast. And then we've got Jupiter in Gemini, so the Wheel of Fortune meets the lovers. Jupiter was in Gemini for an entire year, 2024 till May 2024 until June 2025. So this could be looking back on what happened there. But there's a gift that's coming. It's coming for you. With that Two of Swords, like I say, Two of Swords is your card. It's the High Priestess bringing justice. She doesn't miss a trick. So, positives: the Hangman, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Self-care is key in this instance. There's things that are trying to align for you, and the only missing piece is kind of igniting some fire. Potential negatives: Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. Again, there's kind of like this trying to control something by burying your head, maybe in work, maybe in it's like the sacrifice of the Hangman here. It's like you've you're ruled by Venus, so you rule the skin, the kidneys, etc., etc. It's all about Venus and beauty, and it's like, instead of just surrendering to the process of what this looks like, you're trying to jazz up the tree. You're trying to make the healing look pretty, and when the universe just wants you to scream, to just be, just to feel, because there's like an avoidance of feeling here. And I kind of feel like there's a situation in your environment, in your life, that if you don't recognize this, you're just going to repeat it. The King of Swords can be one of the worst when it comes to narcissistic tendencies. You might get over one of them. If you haven't realized the pattern, you'll walk straight into the next one. And it's usually something to do with self-sacrifice, trying to fix. Okay? Fascinating, Libra. Okay, next steps: Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. The good will come. This feels very much a spring in your step. It's a lot of light, sun in your 7th house, a lot of positive energy in your 7th house. And the sun is with the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Brings warmth. Okay? Warmth to the winter's tale in the Five of Pentacles here. Okay. Interesting. So Libra, pay attention, know your body. Don't try and just pretty up a situation and hide what's really going on. Be honest, be open. If you recognise jealousy, call it out. If it still happens, get rid. Done. And then now, turn up the heat in your life by introducing those things, those ambitions, those goals. Okay. In your extended, I want to take the energy of this. Like I said, there's something that's affecting, and again, if you're not going through kidney infections or anything like that, there's something that's leaking. So we're going to see what that is. We'll take the energy of the jealousy of the Five of Wands. Okay. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. We have Sun in Virgo, Moon in Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Saturn in Libra, Saturn in Leo, Sun in Aries, Jupiter in Capricorn, Aries and Scorpio, Aquarius, Mercury in Cancer, Taurus, Mars in Scorpio, Capricorn. We have Cups, we have Swords, we have Wands, we have Pentacles. Everyone's here. Those are your standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.